Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they match up with the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action,
the veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to lead out the Saints. Last year, of course, another big one for number 9. Set the all-time passing yards mark, moving past Peyton Manning. Finished second in the MVP balloting and led the Saints to within a whisker of their first Super Bowl berth since 2010. They go play action here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Brees now to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. That one 28 yards on the ground. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On second down, it's Freeman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing you.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
He stiff arms him. Ryan finding Julio out wide. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yeah, man, open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. Here he's got Graham. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Here comes the ball.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a great
Holding offense.
That's on the second-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Breeze now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot defensively. How do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally would do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Now Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Murray. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, it's Breeze. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kelvin Benjamin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But you have to work on what happens if you get an extra point blocked, because now they can pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47. Yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10. You ready? The 47-yard line. I'm going to run you over.
Running with Kamara. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make the lead now 26. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Ryan able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Hey, Express! Mike's 47! Mike's 47!
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's complete to Grant. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's go.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
5-8.